Lakers, Stephen Kelly for the
Second
Cardinals.
quarter brought to you by KTBS Payroll, your integrated payroll solution providing expertise and efficiency to make your business stronger. For more information, visit ktbspayroll.com. And Stephen Kelly,
unassisted.
Talk about expertise and
4-1
efficiency.
Cardinals.
That's one way to do it. Stephen Bones Kelly. Great play by Bones. 8 seconds into the second quarter, stretches it to 4-1. Calvert Hall in their visiting red on red Boys Latin home, white jerseys. Two great teams
Matthew
this year.
Tabernacle in to take the face-off for the Cardinals.
2012
Hunter
MIAA
Moreland for the
lacrosse
Lakers.
promises to be an amazing year, and Cuda.com bringing it all to you. And that's going to be a push against BL. Is going to give possession over to Calvert Hall. And the Calvert Hall faithful making their presence felt.
Procedure, a Laker ball.
And as I say that, they quickly give the ball over to the Lakers. Did not see what it was. Michael Lynch comes in, driving left-handed, turns, gets it back to Pridemore. Pridemore all the way up top to Tal Bruno, driving right-hand alley. Bruno gets it to Heacock, quickly behind to Shaq Stanwyck. And they're reset back into the 1-4-1 offense. Again, pair of sixes going at it. Michael Lynch driving against Jerry Greening. Pridemore rolls out, comes out righty.
This offense stinks.
Stanwyck gets it back over to Tal Bruno, the goal scorer today for the Lakers so far. Pridemore, little re-dodge right there. Shot saved, Pacunes, rebound, Heacock, no good. Shaq Stanwyck comes up with an inside feed, good.
Goal!
And a flag
And a penalty
flies late.
flag.
Colin Chell with the finish. Great finish by Chell on the feed from Stanwyck.
High hit will be the call on the flag.
And that might be a dead ball foul also. Could give possession right over to the Lakers now. 4-2, second quarter action. BD Diagnostics, making sure that you're aware that sexually transmitted infections such as chlamydia and gonorrhea can have serious health consequences, but these infections are easy to treat. So if you think you might be infected, talk to your healthcare provider or get tested free at your local public health clinic. It's fast, it's easy. You don't even need a blood sample. If you test negative, great. If not, it's a step toward getting the treatment you need. BD Diagnostics, helping all people live healthy lives. 1 minute foul against Calvert Hall gives BL possession, no face-off. Tal Bruno exchanging in the 3-3 formation. Far side, Heacock. Stanwyck, you can see him looking diagonal every chance he gets. Sky whammy, top of the box by Stanwyck. Bruno gets it down to Colin Chell. Inside feed goes off the stick of Lynch. And now it's going to be Calvert Hall's ball to clear. Still a ton of time left on that foul.
I've been very impressed so far with the goalie play at Pacunes. I think he has 6 saves so far and really good off the rebound.
Johnny Bells with possession for the Cardinals. Gets it quickly to Ryan Brown coming out of the box. Calvert Hall looked to roll off the rest of the foul. Jordan Jermershausen touches it in the box, and the penalty has expired. Jermershausen gets it over to Carter Brown. And Johnny Kelly coming back off injury. Great to see Johnny Kelly back in the lineup for the Cardinals, as he's a player who can do offense, defense, between the lines, clearing, man up, man down. Calvert Hall, a little 2-3-1 motion offense, gets it wing to Kelly. Kelly gets it between the zones. Now it's Johnny Kelly and Kevin Deal sharing the ball with Carter Brown on that far side.
Carter Brown making the move to midfield this year. The Ohio State signee is a natural attackman, did a really good job last year as that third starter.
Loose ball picked up by Patrick Kelly. Great possession saver for Kelly.
Nifty ground ball there by the senior.
Tremendous win by my man Ty Sanders, and exclamation point on the race to Nifty. Ty Sanders doing it all
Patrick
right now.
Kelly, unassisted score. 8:30 mark of the second quarter.
It's been a while
Calvert
since
Hall
Ty
5,
Sanders
Lakers
won the
2.
race to Nifty, but there it was.
I woke up.
And Patrick Kelly with the exclamation point. 8:30 to go, second quarter.
Yeah, the
Second
X-Brian,
quarter brought to you by
Lichtenauer for the
KTBS
Lakers, Stephen
Payroll,
Kelly for
your
the
integrated
Cardinals.
payroll solution providing expertise and efficiency to make your business stronger. For more information, visit ktbspayroll.com. Brian Lichtenauer and Stephen Kelly. Lichtenauer gets it on the violation. Lichtenauer driving down, gets it to the point man. Stanwyck shot, backed up by Heacock. 5-2 now the score after Patrick Kelly's goal. All the way off the loose ball. And giving credit where credit's due. Ty Sanders winning the race to Nifty, folks.
Remember, we still have a second half.
That is true.
Second half race to Nifty.
So many people following. Casey Reese now near side, gets it behind to Chell. Chell to Stanwyck. Stanwyck comes out righty. Crazy Ivan top side. Drives around lefty. Here's Pike. Pike exchanges with Keegan O'Connor. O'Connor gets a couple checks, gets it back to Pike. Pike shot just over the cage. Stanwyck moves it quickly over to Peacock. Excuse me, Heacock. I made that mistake last game. Great kid, Colin Ming Heacock. Going against Eric Evans, gets a step topside.
I think he has a new nickname now, though.
Keegan O'Connor moves it over to Pike. And BL playing a little patient, deliberate offense. I got no problem with that. They trail 5-2. Keegan O'Connor steps in, thinks about one. Bolwicki turns him back. And now it's Heacock top corner. Heacock righty to lefty. Save Pecunes on the low-to-low rip by Heacock.
I think the Lakers probably taking the right approach so far today, you know, being deliberate, smart when Calvert Hall is so good in transition.
And Boys Latin defense, transition-wise, they collapse back into the hole very well. Here's Caratanudo, throws and goes. Calvert Hall run a little motion offense. Germershausen cuts through. Gets it back to Kelly, top corner. Just under 6 minutes remaining, second quarter. Booker Corrigan and Ty Sanders bringing the call to you. Inside feed out of the stick of Bolwicki. And Matty Reese comes up with possession. Gets it back to Christian Knight. Aaron pass and Patrick Kelly comes up with possession. Touches it into the box and gets it back over to Caratanudo.
And Booker, I gotta ask, you know, you're more seasoned in the game of lacrosse. What do you think about BL taking this zone defense against a Calvert Hall offense that really moves a whole lot off ball?
All I can tell you is that they've been able to create some turnovers so far by using it. And you know, Coach Steve Dubin knows exactly what he has and what these guys are able to do. Sometimes playing zone's harder than playing man.
Mm-hmm.
Timeout on the field. Great time to remind you to make
Boys
Royal
Latin
Farms your
timeout.
first stop
5:11 to go
before
here
and
in the
after
second
every
quarter.
game for everything from
Calvert Hall
custom-built
ball in the
subs and
alley
wraps,
when we come back from
healthy
timeout.
snacks, drinks, fresh brewed coffee, Western fries, and of course, Royal Farms delicious, world-famous, fresh, never frozen chicken. Royal Farms, real fresh, real fast. And again, back to that zone defense. It's something you can come in and out of once you've practiced it a bunch. I know that as a coach, we sometimes will fall into a zone just to change it up a little bit, especially to make the team have to pass the ball more and more.
Yeah, it's definitely been a trend in Division I at least, with Virginia sort of employing that zone look last year, their championship run. And I think it worked. But more teams starting to do it and moving towards the high school game as well.
Shot outside, saved by Christian Knight. And quickly to Brandon Cherry. Again, Brandon Cherry, one of those multi-sport athletes here at Boys Latin.
I think he had 250-some yards in a game against Curley early in the fall. Also a basketball player.
Pridemore with the clear for the Lakers. Heacock will touch it in. 4:19 to go, second quarter. Second quarter brought to you by KTBS Payroll. Great organization. Go to ktbspayroll.com to learn more. Lynch gets it all the way over to Bruno, over to Pridemore. Pridemore resets it. Go to PhillyLaxNews.com and BaltimoreLacrosseNews.com to learn more about what's going on in the world of lacrosse. And Lax Power, a great organization helping CUDA stretch towards 1 million views on the year. PhillyLacrosse.com, the place to go for great updates, as well as BaltimoreLacrosseNews.com. Lynch shot deflected on its way to the goal, backed up by Heacock. Stephen Kelly right now maybe the front runner for that Under Armour All-American Underclassmen Player of the Game.
BL offense definitely going to get better as the season goes on. As we mentioned, mostly juniors, a couple sophomores out there, no seniors. So we'll see how they fare so far, going forward this spring. Excuse me.
Tal Bruno, top center, guarded by Kelton Black. Bruno gets it over to Lynch. Lynch is going to have one. Knocked to the turf. Great defensive play by David McBrien. But BL retains possession. This is Stanwyck. Stanwyck moving back and forth behind the cage. Now gets it to Heacock. Under move by Heacock. What a goal!
Goal!
Great goal by Colin Heacock.
Colin Heacock, unassisted score.
5-3 now the score. 2:29 to go. Second quarter.
Cardinals 5, Lakers 3.
Great job by the Peacocks, sort of knowing where the crease
Hunter
was,
Moreland for
avoiding
the
it.
Lakers, Stephen Kelly for the Cardinals. 2:29 to go here.
So
in the
I'm calling
first
Ming
half
Ming,
of
I'm
action.
just sort of being original here. Bear with me.
Face-off brought to you by The Power Shaft. Check out thepowershaft.com. And that's going to be a delay of game.
Easy call there.
As a coach, I used to say to the ref, if that's not delay, then tell me what is. And that certainly was a clear example. Not a huge deal. Early in the game, it's a great way for the ref to exercise control. Carmen D. John Domenico's not going to miss that call. No biggie. But back to thepowershaft.com for checks that pop and shots that rock. Get on to thepowershaft.com to learn how you can get the world's only weighted lacrosse training shaft. Great invention. Patrick Kelly, left wing, all the way across the defense. The 32nd man up has almost expired. Here's Stephen Kelly sharing it with Ryan Brown. Calvert Hall falls back into a 3-3. Diagonal pass out of bounds, and that's going to give the Lakers possession.
Cardinal pass out of bounds.
With 1:57 to go. And we get a timeout on the field. Great time
Cardinal
to remind
timeout.
you that this quarter brought to you by KTBS Payroll, your integrated payroll solution,
Reminder,
providing
halftime, the school store is
expertise
open for
and
drinks and
efficiency
snacks.
to make your
Junior
business
class also
stronger.
has food on
For
the
more
upper
information,
pavilion
visit
here.
ktbspayroll.com. BL set to clear coming out of the timeout. 1:57 to go, first half. Calvert Hall leads 5-3. Mac Pons makes the catch in traffic and moves it quickly. Great play. Nick Gasaldi. He gets it to Colin Chell. They spin it all the way around to Heacock. Heacock with the last goal for the Lakers. A great play. Little under move. Here's Greg Pike coming down the center. Pike bound for Georgia as a football player. Stanwyck turns back. It's a little two-man game going with Heacock behind the cage. And now doubled by Mays. Still possesses. A timeout called by Coach Bob Shriver. You talk about veteran presence. Bob Shriver's got it.
Laker ball in the alley to start. 1:02 to go here in the second quarter.
Second quarter rolling heavy, like dancing at Highsmith up in the perch. Heacock looking for Colin Chell, rolling off the pick on the crease. Well defended. And you see Calvert Hall in the man-to-man defense. Some of the same principles as a zone defense. You're still collapsing and helping. So whether you're in man or zone, you still have to defend the ball and defend well off the ball. Bruno gets it to Chell. Chell to Stanwyck. Heacock gets it all the way up. Michael Lynch. And now it's Tal Bruno splits right to left. Stanwyck inside feed. What a play by Colin Chell. Great little backside play.
Oh, Colin Chell.
In tight, you got to be able to make plays.
Stanwyck to Chell on the score. 26 seconds to go here in the second quarter.
That's just a tough play to make.
5-4
Kudos to the
lead.
sophomore Colin Chell, also Baltimore Crab, connecting with his teammate Shaq Stanwyck. I mean, we call that nifty where I'm from.
That is flat out nifty.
I don't want to overuse it or anything, but
you might see that highlight on BaltimoreLacrosseNews.com. I know they'll be writing about it in the forums on Lax Power. Face-off work. Again, Lichtenauer going against Bones. Kelly comes up with it. 18 seconds, second quarter. Timeout called by Coach Brian Kelly at Calvert Hall. He will step away as well.
17 to go here in the second quarter.
17 seconds left. Calvert Hall starts with Patrick Caratenuto. And here's Germerhausen. Over to Kelly. 5 seconds now left in the quarter. Patrick Kelly looks inside feed, knocked to the turf, and that will do it for the first half. Great first half. Boys Latin Calvert Hall giving us everything we thought we'd get. Make sure you make Royal Farms your first stop before and after every game for everything from custom-built subs and wraps, healthy snacks, drinks, fresh brewed coffee, Western fries, and of course, Royal Farms' delicious, world-famous, fresh, never frozen chicken. Royal Farms, real fresh, real fast.